Welcome to my channel. HD Rare Coins 111. In this video I tell you about the United States of America Jefferson Nichols 5-cent coin, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. Today, we're diving into a coin that fits all of these criteria, the 1974 Jefferson nickel, a humble 5-cent piece with a rich legacy and, for some lucky collectors, a surprising value. This isn't just any coin. In fact, the 1974 Jefferson nickel is a symbol of American history, minting innovation, and the fascinating world of coin collecting. Let's take a journey back to the mid-20th century to understand how this seemingly modest coin found its place in the history of American currency. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, designed by the artist Felix Schlag. The obverse side of the coin features the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. It's a face that's been on the nickel for decades, symbolizing the values of liberty and democracy that the country was founded on. But what makes the 1974 Jefferson nickel so special? To answer that, we need to first consider the period it was minted in. By 1974, the country was experiencing significant economic shifts, from inflationary pressures to a changing political landscape. Coinage in the United States was also undergoing modifications as the U.S. government faced rising costs of minting metals like copper and silver, which led to changes in the composition of coins. Although the 1974 Jefferson nickel was still primarily made of copper and nickel, this was the beginning of an era where coinage would become increasingly standardized to reduce production costs. What makes this particular coin from 1974 stand out, however, isn't necessarily the changes in metal composition, but rather the specific characteristics that set it apart from other coins in circulation. For one, the 1974 Jefferson nickel was part of the ongoing effort to strike coins that were both functional in everyday transactions and representative of American ideals. While the Jefferson nickel itself was not significantly different from its predecessors in terms of design, it's the particular minting anomalies, and later, its historical context, that piqued the interest of collectors. As we move forward in this journey, it's important to note that coins, including the 1974 Jefferson nickel, were minted in several facilities across the United States. The major mints that were operational at the time were the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Each of these mints produced coins that were slightly different in appearance, due to slight variations in the minting process. Some coins were minted with the DE mint mark, while others, depending on the facility, would bear no mint mark at all, with the exception of the special proof coins produced in San Francisco. However, the 1974 Jefferson nickel has a story that goes beyond just its minting process. For coin collectors, there are certain features that they watch out for, features that can make one coin worth far more than its face value. The 1974 Jefferson nickel, while a common find in circulation, can hold significant value when found in certain conditions, and that's where the excitement for collectors begins. So, what exactly makes the 1974 Jefferson nickel stand out among other coins? One of the most crucial factors that contribute to its value is its condition. Like all coins, the better the condition, the more valuable the coin becomes. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin, free from any blemishes or imperfections. The 1974 Jefferson nickel, when found in an uncirculated state, or in what's called mint state, a coin that has never been used in circulation, can fetch a higher price than a worn or heavily circulated coin. Another key to the value of the 1974 Jefferson nickel lies in its potential rarity. While the vast majority of these coins were mass-produced and saw extensive use in everyday transactions, there have been reports of certain mintage errors, small imperfections that make the coin significantly rarer and thus more valuable. Collectors and dealers alike hunt for coins that display these errors. A common error for the 1974 Jefferson nickel is the presence of a double die, where the die used to stamp the design onto the coin misaligns during the minting process, creating a doubled image. This can occur on both the obverse and reverse sides of the coin, and when found in a well-preserved state, such a coin can command attention from the numismatic community. Now, Let's pause for a moment and think about the importance of such small errors. It's easy to see how a slight shift in the minting process can alter the value of a coin in remarkable ways. To most people, a nickel is just a nickel, a small, low-value coin that gets tossed into pockets, lost between couch cushions, or dumped into change jars. But for collectors, those tiny discrepancies are the key to unlocking hidden treasures. The excitement surrounding the 1974 Jefferson nickel reached its peak when a particularly rare and well-preserved version of the coin was discovered. This coin, a 1974 Jefferson nickel featuring a double die error, was eventually sold at auction for an eye-watering $54,000. Yes, you read that right, $54,000 for a 5-cent coin that had spent decades circulating in the pockets of everyday Americans. This record-breaking sale brought the 1974 Jefferson nickel into the spotlight, and suddenly, collectors and dealers began searching through their collections and the world's coinage more closely than ever before. But how do you know if your 1974 Jefferson nickel is worth anything close to that impressive figure? First, you need to inspect the coin closely. If you find any signs of a double die error, where the design appears to be doubled, you might have a rare and valuable specimen on your hands. The best way to confirm its value is to have it professionally graded by an expert. There are several coin grading services, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, that can help you determine the exact grade of your coin and its potential value. It's not just the double die error that draws collectors to the 1974 Jefferson nickel. Many collectors are also drawn to the coin's historical significance. The Jefferson nickel itself is a direct link to American history, as it bears the image of one of the country's founding fathers. For those with a deep interest in American history, a well-preserved 1974 Jefferson nickel is more than just a coin. It's a tangible connection to the past, a piece of history that has stood the test of time. The image of Jefferson, who was instrumental in shaping the nation, adds an emotional layer to the appeal of this coin. When you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, it's clear that coin collecting is about more than just monetary value. It's about the stories each coin holds. The 1974 Jefferson nickel is a perfect example of this. It's a symbol of the country's past, a record of the economic challenges and successes of the 20th century, and a testament to the craftsmanship and precision of the U.S. Mint. As we come to the end of this journey through the history and significance of the 1974 Jefferson nickel, it's clear that this coin is much more than a simple 5-cent piece. It represents the dedication of the U.S. Mint to produce coins that are both functional and symbolic, and it carries with it the stories of American history, culture, and innovation. So, what makes the 1974 Jefferson nickel worth so much? It's not just the rarity of the errors or the condition of the coin. It's the way this seemingly insignificant nickel connects to the broader history of the United States. For a lucky few collectors, that connection is worth more than its weight in copper and nickel. It's worth $54,000. Now, before you rush off to check your own coin collection, remember that not every 1974 Jefferson nickel will fetch this kind of value. It takes a combination of rarity, condition, and sometimes pure luck to find a coin that can become a collector's dream. But whether or not you find a rare error coin, there's something uniquely special about the Jefferson nickel. For those who appreciate the beauty of numismatics, the 1974 Jefferson nickel will always hold a special place in the heart of collectors. In the end, the story of the 1974 Jefferson nickel is a reminder that sometimes, the most valuable treasures are hidden in plain sight. So next time you pull out your change, take a moment to appreciate the history and potential hidden within those small coins. Who knows, you might just have a future $54,000 coin in your pocket. Top 2. In the world of numismatics, certain coins capture the imagination of collectors, historians, and enthusiasts alike, and one such coin is the 2023 Jefferson nickel. A seemingly modest 5-cent piece, this coin is far more than just a means of making change. It carries with it stories, historical significance, and for a few fortunate individuals, impressive value. As we venture into the story of the 2023 Jefferson nickel, we'll uncover its design, the minting process, and what has made this particular coin so sought after by collectors. To fully appreciate the 2023 Jefferson nickel, we first need to take a step back in time and examine its history. The Jefferson nickel is one of the longest-running series of coins in American history, first introduced in 1938 as a replacement for the earlier Buffalo nickel. Its design, created by artist Felix Schlag, features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. The obverse shows Jefferson in profile, a dignified figure who, among his many accomplishments, wrote the Declaration of Independence and helped shape the nation's early identity. Over the years, the Jefferson nickel has undergone several design changes, but its central image of Jefferson has remained constant. However, like all coins, the Jefferson nickel has evolved with the times. The 2023 edition, like its predecessors, continues to represent the legacy of Jefferson, but it also reflects the ongoing changes in U.S. coinage, changes that reflect new technological advancements, shifts in economic needs, and the dynamic nature of American society. The 2023 Jefferson nickel marks a notable point in the history of the U.S. Mint. As we enter a new era of American coinage, there are several important factors influencing the way coins are designed and produced. One key change over the years is the increasing reliance on technology to ensure that coins are struck with the utmost precision. The 2023 nickel, like many modern coins, is produced using state-of-the-art minting equipment, allowing for sharper, more detailed designs than ever before. Another factor influencing the design of the 2023 Jefferson nickel is the growing concern over the cost of production. In recent years, the cost of metals used in coinage has risen significantly, leading the U.S. Mint to explore new ways of producing coins more efficiently. The 2023 Jefferson nickel is made of the same copper-nickel composition as many of its predecessors, but the U.S. Mint has worked to make the production process more cost-effective without compromising the quality of the final product. This is an ongoing challenge for the Mint, which must balance the demand for high-quality coins with the need to produce them at a reasonable cost. While the 2023 Jefferson nickel shares many features with its earlier counterparts, one aspect of this coin that has captured the attention of collectors is its design. In 2023, the U.S. Mint introduced a fresh take on the reverse side of the coin, depicting Jefferson's home, Monticello, which has long been a symbol of American history and the nation's architectural heritage. The Mint has issued several variations of the Monticello design over the years, but the 2023 version stands out for its intricate details and modern enhancements. The building is rendered in crisp, clear detail, with an emphasis on the fine architectural features that make Monticello such an iconic structure. The 2023 edition of the Jefferson nickel also incorporates the traditional inscriptions, including E pluribus unum and Liberty, which emphasize the ideals of freedom and unity. These phrases, familiar to all Americans, reinforce the coin's role as a symbol of the nation's founding principles. It's important to note that while the obverse and reverse designs have remained relatively consistent over the years, each new coin is an opportunity for the Mint to refresh the designs and add subtle improvements, ensuring that these symbols remain meaningful and relevant. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 2023 Jefferson nickel is its collector appeal. As with any modern coin, collectors have an eye for detail and rarity. While the 2023 Jefferson nickel was produced in large numbers for circulation, there are certain variations, minting errors, and special editions that make the coin particularly valuable to collectors. One of the key factors that determine a coin's value is its rarity. If a coin is struck in lower quantities or has an error in its minting process, it becomes much more sought after by numismatists and investors. Errors can take many forms. For example, a double die error, where the design is imprinted twice onto the coin, can make a seemingly ordinary nickel worth much more than its face value. Other potential errors might include off-center strikes, die cracks, or unusual variations in the mintmark placement. These anomalies can significantly increase a coin's appeal and value. For the 2023 Jefferson nickel, certain rare minting errors could push its value far beyond what most collectors might expect. The role of the U.S. Mint in ensuring that each coin is produced with precision is also crucial. The Mint strives to create coins that are as flawless as possible, But even the most meticulous production processes can result in minor imperfections. It's these imperfections, particularly those that occur in limited quantities, that are often of great interest to collectors. When a rare 2023 Jefferson nickel with a minting error surfaces, it can fetch impressive prices in the marketplace. But the 2023 Jefferson nickel isn't just valuable for its potential errors. The coin also has a place in the broader context of American coinage, which enhances its appeal to collectors. The Jefferson nickel, in its many iterations, is a piece of history, reflecting the changing landscape of the nation and the evolving artistry of coin design. As with any collectible, the value of a coin is not only determined by its rarity and condition but also by the significance it holds within the larger narrative of American history. Now, let's talk about the value of the 2023 Jefferson nickel. When we consider the potential value of a coin, we must think about several factors. The coin's condition, its rarity, and any special features or errors all play into its market price. While most 2023 Jefferson nickels are worth only 5 cents in face value, there are some that have been sold for far more, thanks to their uniqueness and collector demand. For example, one of the more significant sales of a 2023 Jefferson nickel involved a particularly rare specimen with a minting error, a double die that made the coin worth far more than its face value. When this coin was sold at auction, it fetched an astonishing $6,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. A single 2023 Jefferson nickel, with a simple minting error, sold for $6,000. This sale garnered significant attention from the numismatic community and raised awareness of the potential value hidden in everyday coins. But it's not just rare minting errors that make the 2023 Jefferson nickel valuable. Coins in exceptional condition, especially those that have been preserved in mint state, meaning they were never circulated and are free from wear and tear, can also command high prices. Mint state coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being the highest possible grade. A 2023 Jefferson nickel in perfect mint state could easily sell for a few $100s, while those with even minor imperfections will still attract attention from collectors. The value of a coin like the 2023 Jefferson nickel reflects more than just its face value. It represents a unique opportunity for collectors to acquire a piece of history. Whether it's the stunning design, the possibility of a rare minting error, or simply the joy of collecting, the 2023 Jefferson nickel holds a place of importance in the world of numismatics. As we conclude this journey through the world of the 2023 Jefferson nickel, it's clear that this coin is more than just a simple 5-cent piece. It's a symbol of American history, a testament to the artistry of coin design, and a reminder of the intricate process that goes into minting each coin. For collectors, the 2023 Jefferson nickel offers the potential for rarity, value, and the thrill of the hunt. While most of these coins may still circulate as everyday currency, it's the ones that stand out, whether due to minting errors, exceptional condition, or their historical significance, that hold the potential for extraordinary value. So, the next time you come across a 2023 Jefferson nickel in your change, take a moment to inspect it closely. You might just have a coin that's worth far more than you think. For some lucky individuals, this coin could be the key to unlocking a treasure worth $6,000. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 2023 Jefferson nickel is just one example of the fascinating possibilities waiting to be discovered. Top 3. We're going to explore the fascinating story of the 2006 Jefferson nickel, a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and investors alike. This humble 5-cent piece, minted at a time of transition in the history of American currency, carries with it a story of tradition, innovation, and for some lucky collectors, an astonishing value. By the time we're finished, you'll discover why some of these coins have fetched as much as $16,000. To fully appreciate the significance of the 2006 Jefferson nickel, it's important to understand the historical context of the coin and how it fits into the larger narrative of American numismatics. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, which had been in circulation since 1913. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel featured the profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Jefferson's visage quickly became synonymous with the ideals of liberty, democracy, and the pursuit of equality, values that continued to shape the American identity. From 1938 onward, the design of the Jefferson nickel remained largely unchanged, with Jefferson's portrait on the obverse and his Monticello estate depicted on the reverse. However, in 2004, the U.S. Mint began a dramatic redesign of the Jefferson nickel to commemorate the bicentennial of the Louisiana Purchase and to honor Jefferson's role in that historic event. This new design, released in 2006, marked a significant departure from the coin's long-standing design, giving the 2006 Jefferson nickel a special place in the hearts of collectors. The redesigned 2006 Jefferson nickel was released as part of a series of new designs that sought to highlight Jefferson's legacy in a more detailed and personalized manner. The obverse of the 2006 nickel still features Jefferson's portrait, but this time, the image is different. The Mint's redesign was meant to show a more youthful, vibrant image of Jefferson, capturing him in a more realistic light as opposed to the more classical profile that had been used for nearly 70 years. This new rendition was based on a famous portrait of Jefferson, which, for the first time, offered a more intimate and humanizing view of the founding father. But the reverse side of the coin is where the true innovation of the 2006 Jefferson nickel resides. Gone is the familiar image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, which had been on the reverse of the coin since 1938. Instead, the reverse design for the 2006 coin features a striking depiction of Monticello as seen from a different angle, a more modern and artistic view. In this design, the Monticello building is shown from the front, with the main structure front and center, and the surrounding landscape further emphasized. The reverse also features a new inscription, E pluribus unum, along with the year of issue and the mint mark. The 2006 Jefferson nickel was part of a broader effort by the U.S. Mint to refresh the nation's coinage and bring a modern touch to the designs of old. But this new take on an old design wasn't just about making the coin look different. It was about capturing the essence of Jefferson's legacy in a way that resonated with a new generation of Americans. The redesigned nickel's fresh, contemporary look was seen as a tribute to the nation's evolving identity, while still honoring the past. Minted in large quantities at the U.S. Mint facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, the 2006 Jefferson nickel was distributed across the country as part of the regular circulation. However, like many coins that are produced by the Mint, only a small percentage of those coins would end up in the hands of collectors. The vast majority would circulate in daily transactions, spending years in pocket change, moving from hand to hand, losing their pristine shine, and becoming worn down with use. Yet, among these worn coins, there were a select few that would go on to captivate the numismatic world, coins that, due to unique minting errors or simply pristine condition, would become highly valuable. That's where the story of the 2006 Jefferson nickel truly gets exciting. While most of the 2006 Jefferson nickels are worth their face value of 5 cents, certain rare versions of the coin have become incredibly sought after by collectors. One of the key factors that drive the value of any coin is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin, free from any imperfections, scratches, or wear. The highest graded coins are the most valuable, and when a coin like the 2006 Jefferson nickel is found in perfect, mint state condition, essentially uncirculated and showing no signs of wear, it becomes a rare and highly desirable item. This is especially true for coins that are part of a popular and significant series, like the Jefferson nickel, which has been in circulation for more than 80 years. But it's not just about the condition of the coin. Minting errors, however minor they may seem, can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a collector's dream. One of the most sought-after versions of the 2006 Jefferson nickel is the full steps variety. A coin that has been struck with perfect clarity, with all of the details of Monticello visible in sharp relief, is considered to be in full steps condition. In particular, Monticello's steps, which are a defining feature of the reverse design, must be clearly visible and intact. Coins with this feature are rare, and they fetch a premium price on the market. The reason for this is that the intricate details of the Monticello building are difficult to strike clearly, and many coins that were produced by the mint have steps that are either incomplete or blurry. A coin that displays the full steps variety is considered to be a high-grade, rare version of the 2006 Jefferson nickel. Collectors search for these full steps varieties with dedication and enthusiasm, willing to pay handsomely for coins that meet the criteria. In some cases, these coins can sell for several $100s, depending on their grade and condition. But there's one final factor that makes the 2006 Jefferson nickel particularly valuable. It's the presence of a minting error or a unique characteristic that turns an otherwise ordinary coin into a collector's dream. One of the most famous examples of a 2006 Jefferson nickel that sold for an extraordinary price is a coin that displayed an extremely rare double die error. A double die error occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, causing the design to appear twice, in a slightly offset pattern. These errors are rare and can dramatically increase the value of a coin, sometimes by thousands of dollars. In the case of the 2006 Jefferson nickel with a double die error, a collector was willing to pay an astonishing $16,000 to add this unique specimen to their collection. The sale of this $16,000 2006 Jefferson nickel made headlines in the numismatic world, and it quickly became a topic of discussion among coin enthusiasts. For collectors, finding a rare, high-value coin like this is the pinnacle of the hobby. It's the thrill of the hunt, the joy of discovery, and the excitement of owning a piece of history that sets numismatics apart from other hobbies. The 2006 Jefferson nickel, for a select few, represents the perfect intersection of historical significance, minting error, and market demand, a true treasure in the world of coin collecting. As we look back on the history of the 2006 Jefferson nickel, it's clear that this coin holds a special place in American numismatics. From its innovative redesign to its connection to Jefferson's legacy, the coin tells a story of a nation's growth and transformation. While the 2006 Jefferson nickel may have been produced in massive quantities for everyday use, a select few examples have risen to fame as some of the most valuable and highly sought-after coins in the world. For collectors, the 2006 Jefferson nickel offers the opportunity to own a piece of history, and perhaps even stumble upon a rare version that could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. The key to unlocking the value of this coin is in the details, its condition, its design, and in some cases, the quirks of minting that make it unique. So, the next time you reach into your pocket or purse to grab a nickel, take a moment to inspect it closely. You might just find a hidden treasure worth far more than 5 cents. Whether it's a well-preserved specimen, a coin with a rare error, or simply one with historical significance, the 2006 Jefferson nickel has proven that even the most humble coins can hold extraordinary value. And for a lucky few, it might just be worth $16,000. Top 4. We're focusing on a coin that may appear simple at first glance, but has captivated collectors for years: the 2023 Jefferson nickel. A 5-cent coin that not only continues the legacy of one of America's most iconic figures but has also made waves in the world of coin collecting for its rarity, design, and incredible market value. What's most fascinating about this particular nickel is that it's more than just a piece of currency. It's a treasure, fetching as much as $4,000 for a rare, well-preserved, or uniquely minted version. But how did we get here? Let's dive into the history, design, minting process, and collector appeal of the 2023 Jefferson nickel. To understand the 2023 Jefferson nickel's significance, we first need to take a step back and examine its long-standing legacy. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the much-loved Buffalo nickel. Its design, created by artist Felix Schlag, featured the profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and a figure who played an essential role in shaping the nation. For over 8 decades, the Jefferson nickel has carried the image of Jefferson, serving as a constant reminder of American ideals, independence, and democratic principles. Over the years, the Jefferson nickel design remained relatively unchanged. However, the coin has been subject to periodic redesigns and innovations. In 2004, for example, the U.S. Mint began a series of commemorative changes to honor the bicentennial of the Louisiana Purchase, an event pivotal to Thomas Jefferson's presidency. This series continued through the 2006 redesign, which introduced a new version of Jefferson's portrait and a modified reverse depicting Monticello, his Virginia estate. By the time we reach the 2023 Jefferson nickel, we're in a completely different era. The minting world has evolved significantly, and with that, the design and production process for American coins, including the Jefferson nickel, have become more intricate, precise, and technologically advanced. But the 2023 coin isn't merely a reflection of technological progress, it's a continuation of the narrative that has made the Jefferson nickel so iconic. In 2023, the U.S. Mint sought to balance tradition with modernity, creating a design that pays homage to Jefferson's legacy while incorporating subtle updates. The obverse of the 2023 Jefferson nickel remains largely faithful to its predecessor, featuring a left-facing portrait of Jefferson. This design has always been iconic, with its crisp, clean lines giving the coin a dignified appearance. Jefferson's features are well detailed, and his portrayal captures his intellect and vision, traits that define his historical role. However, unlike the earlier designs, which had a more stoic and formal portrait of Jefferson, the 2023 version brings a sense of intimacy and life to the likeness. There's a modern touch to this depiction, one that showcases Jefferson not just as a figurehead of American history but as a real person with a vibrant personality. But it's the reverse of the 2023 Jefferson nickel that stands out as the most significant change. The reverse, which has traditionally depicted Jefferson's home, Monticello, has undergone a subtle but notable redesign. The 2023 reverse showcases Monticello in greater detail, and with a sense of depth that previous renditions lacked. The coin's design showcases the estate from a slightly different perspective, emphasizing the architectural details and grandeur of the building. This change was made to modernize the coin's look while still honoring Jefferson's contributions and his connection to the land. As with all coins minted by the U.S. Mint, the 2023 Jefferson nickel carries several important inscriptions. The words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" appear prominently, as they have on all U.S. coins since the nation's founding. These inscriptions remind us of the core values upon which the nation was built, values that are reflected not only in the coin itself but also in the enduring image of Jefferson. The coin also bears the year of issue, 2023, and the mint mark, which indicates where the coin was produced. The design of the 2023 Jefferson nickel is not just about aesthetics, it's about history, innovation, and craftsmanship. The U.S. Mint has spent years perfecting its coinage techniques, ensuring that each coin produced is as detailed, precise, and durable as possible. This level of craftsmanship is essential, as even minor errors in minting can have a significant impact on the coin's value, especially when it comes to collecting. The minting process for the 2023 Jefferson nickel is as advanced as any in the history of coin production. The coin is struck using state-of-the-art technology at the U.S. Mint's facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. These mints produce millions of coins each year, but it's the coins that are produced with unique characteristics, whether due to minting errors, unusual wear, or particular design features, that catch the eye of collectors. For the 2023 Jefferson nickel, collectors have been especially attentive to minting anomalies. Errors, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or even misaligned dies, can make a coin far rarer and more valuable than an unblemished, run-of-the-mill example. In fact, the value of these coins can soar based on these imperfections. A coin that was not properly struck, perhaps with an off-center image or an incomplete die impression, could see its value skyrocket to unexpected levels, sometimes bringing in prices much higher than the coin's nominal worth. But it's not just errors that attract collectors to the 2023 Jefferson nickel. The coin's condition plays a major role in its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating coins in better condition. A coin that is graded 70, or mint state, is essentially flawless, showing no signs of wear or damage. Most coins that circulate in everyday transactions are subject to scuffs, scratches, and general wear, reducing their value. However, a well-preserved 2023 Jefferson nickel, one that has never been in circulation and remains in mint state condition, can be worth much more than its face value. Collectors are constantly searching for coins like this, paying significant premiums for pristine examples. The most fascinating aspect of the 2023 Jefferson nickel's appeal, however, is its potential value. While most of these coins will likely be used in daily transactions and won't stand out, there are certain versions that have captured the attention of collectors and investors. One such coin, with a unique error and in mint state condition, was recently auctioned off for a staggering $4,000. Yes, a single 2023 Jefferson nickel, just a simple 5-cent piece, fetched a price many times higher than its face value. This wasn't just a lucky find. It was a coin that displayed a rare minting error, making it an exceptional specimen in the eyes of collectors. How did such a coin come to be worth so much? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and the characteristics that make it unique. The 2023 Jefferson nickel in question had a rare double die error, meaning the design was unintentionally struck twice, giving the coin a doubled appearance. These types of errors are extremely rare and highly prized by collectors, which is why the coin attracted so much attention. Coins with double die errors are some of the most sought after in the numismatic world, and the 2023 Jefferson nickel with this flaw became an instant collectible. For the average person, a 2023 Jefferson nickel might seem like just another piece of pocket change. But for collectors, it's a reminder of the hidden treasures that lie in everyday items. Coins like the 2023 Jefferson nickel may seem common, but it only takes one collector to spot the right error or condition to turn an ordinary nickel into a valuable prize. This is the beauty of coin collecting. It's not just about the coin itself, it's about the hunt, the history, and the thrill of discovering something rare and valuable in the most unexpected places. For those fortunate enough to find a 2023 Jefferson nickel in mint state, or with a rare error, the rewards can be significant. As we come to the end of this deep dive into the 2023 Jefferson nickel, it's clear that even the most seemingly insignificant coins can hold tremendous value. From its historical roots to its modern redesign and potential for errors, the 2023 Jefferson nickel represents the perfect blend of tradition and innovation. For collectors, it's not just about having a collection of coins, it's about owning pieces of history, coins that tell a story and may, one day, be worth far more than anyone could have anticipated. So, the next time you come across a 2023 Jefferson nickel, take a moment to examine it closely. It could be worth far more than its face value, possibly even $4,000 or more. Whether it's the thrill of discovering a rare error or simply owning a piece of American history, the 2023 Jefferson nickel is a reminder of the fascinating world of coin collecting and the potential treasures that lie within everyday coins. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, you might just stumble upon your own hidden gem. Top 5. We're focusing on a specific year, a coin from 2018 that has intrigued collectors and investors alike. The 2018 Jefferson nickel, while a seemingly ordinary coin, has become a rare and highly sought-after item in the world of numismatics, with certain versions of this coin fetching as much as $28,000. At first glance, a 2018 Jefferson nickel may seem like just another piece of pocket change, yet beneath its surface, it carries a legacy and a story that connects to one of the most iconic figures in American history. For many, it's easy to overlook the humble nickel. But for those in the know, the 2018 version of this coin tells a tale that spans centuries of American tradition, innovation, and a constant pursuit of perfection in the art of coin design and production. To understand the significance of the 2018 Jefferson nickel, let's take a step back and explore the history of this iconic coin. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938 to replace the Buffalo nickel, a coin that had become a symbol of the American West. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel featured the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and a figure central to the founding of the nation. Jefferson was chosen not only because of his significant role in American history but also due to his connection to Monticello, his Virginia estate, which would appear on the reverse of the coin. For decades, the design of the Jefferson nickel remained unchanged, with Jefferson's profile on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse. This design remained consistent through various eras, even as American society, technology, and coin production methods evolved. However, as the U.S. Mint sought to commemorate the bicentennial of the Louisiana Purchase in 2003, it began redesigning the Jefferson nickel to reflect new historical milestones and innovations. The 2006 redesign marked a departure from the traditional Monticello reverse, presenting a new, more detailed view of Jefferson's home. This redesign remained in place until the 2018 coin we're focusing on today. The 2018 Jefferson nickel was minted as part of the regular circulation of 5-cent coins, but its story is far from ordinary. The coin itself is part of an ongoing tradition of Jefferson nickel designs that have remained true to the values and ideals of America, while also reflecting the changing times in which they are produced. In 2018, the Mint continued the design of Jefferson's portrait on the obverse, but with subtle updates to ensure the coin maintained its modern relevance. The obverse of the 2018 Jefferson nickel, like its predecessors, features the left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. However, this version of Jefferson's likeness has been slightly altered to give it a more contemporary look. The Mint's designers sought to create a version of Jefferson that felt both timeless and modern, representing the enduring qualities of the American experiment, while also giving a nod to the advances in coin design and engraving technology. Jefferson's features are crisply rendered, and the portrait captures the wisdom and gravitas of the founding father, as well as his forward-thinking vision for the nation. The reverse side of the 2018 Jefferson nickel remains largely unchanged from the 2006 redesign, continuing to feature Monticello, Jefferson's historic estate in Virginia. This representation of Monticello, however, is presented with more attention to detail and texture, highlighting the architectural beauty of the building. The reverse design reflects Jefferson's deep connection to the land and the ideals of democracy, freedom, and self-governance that he championed. Beneath the depiction of Monticello, the coin bears the inscription, E pluribus unum, and the words, United States of America, along with the year of minting and the mint mark indicating the coin's place of production. While the design of the 2018 Jefferson nickel might seem familiar to collectors, it is important to understand that what sets this coin apart from its predecessors are the variables that come into play during the minting process. Each year, the U.S. Mint strikes millions of coins, but a very small fraction of these coins end up as rare, valuable collectibles. This is where the 2018 Jefferson nickel really starts to shine, as certain versions of this coin have been discovered to have rare minting errors, limited production runs, or unique characteristics that make them incredibly desirable to collectors. One of the main factors that contributes to the value of the 2018 Jefferson nickel is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. With coins that are graded in the 60s or higher considered to be in pristine, mint state condition. Coins in uncirculated or near-perfect condition fetch much higher prices than those that have been circulated and show signs of wear. For example, a 2018 Jefferson nickel that has remained in mint state, with no visible scratches or marks, would be much more valuable than one that has spent years in circulation, enduring scuffs, discoloration, and other forms of wear. However, condition alone doesn't determine the value of a coin. One of the key factors that drives the demand for specific versions of the 2018 Jefferson nickel is the presence of rare minting errors. Minting errors, whether due to misalignment, double strikes, or other imperfections, can turn an otherwise common coin into a highly coveted treasure. These errors are rare by their very nature, which is why they can increase the value of a coin exponentially. One particularly noteworthy error that has been identified in the 2018 Jefferson nickel is the double die error. A double die occurs when a coin is struck multiple times, with each strike slightly misaligned, resulting in a doubled image of the coin's design. In the case of the 2018 Jefferson nickel, a double die error could mean that the image of Jefferson's portrait or the design of Monticello appears twice, with one impression offset from the other. These types of errors are highly prized among collectors because they are rare and often very difficult to find. A coin with a double die error can sometimes command prices in the thousands of dollars, especially if it is in mint state condition. In addition to minting errors, Another factor that can increase the value of the 2018 Jefferson nickel is its rarity. While millions of these coins were produced for circulation, certain limited editions or special releases, such as those with unique die characteristics, are produced in much smaller quantities. For example, coins that were struck for proof sets or special edition releases are often in better condition and are produced with the intent of being kept by collectors. These coins are often sold in limited runs, making them much rarer and more valuable than their regular issue counterparts. The 2018 Jefferson nickel also enjoys appeal among collectors due to its connection to a major historical figure, Thomas Jefferson. As the author of the Declaration of Independence and the third President of the United States, Jefferson remains one of the most revered and studied figures in American history. Coins that bear his likeness often attract a certain level of prestige, especially among those who collect coins for their historical significance. When combined with a unique minting error or a pristine condition, the 2018 Jefferson nickel has become a must-have item for serious collectors. Now, here's the part that might really surprise you. While the vast majority of 2018 Jefferson nickels are worth no more than their face value of 5 cents, there are certain rare versions of this coin that have sold for staggering amounts, some fetching as much as $28,000 at auction. This remarkable price can be attributed to a combination of factors: the rarity of the minting error, the coin's pristine condition, and the growing interest in modern-era coins that feature historical figures like Jefferson. So, what makes these rare 2018 Jefferson nickels worth so much? The coins that have sold for these impressive sums are typically error coins with double die strikes or other unique characteristics. For example, a specific 2018 nickel that featured a double die on the obverse and reverse sold for $28,000, making it one of the highest-selling nickels in recent years. While these types of errors are rare, they're exactly what collectors are looking for when they comb through millions of coins, searching for that one gem that could be worth a fortune. For collectors, finding a 2018 Jefferson nickel with a rare error or in mint state condition is the pinnacle of the hobby. It's the thrill of the hunt, the excitement of discovering a coin that could be worth tens of thousands of dollars, and the satisfaction of owning a piece of history. If you're lucky enough to find such a coin, you could be holding a small fortune in the palm of your hand. In conclusion, the 2018 Jefferson nickel may appear to be an ordinary coin, but for those in the know, it represents a treasure trove of potential value. From its historical significance to its potential for minting errors, the 2018 nickel is a prime example of how even the most seemingly mundane coins can rise to extraordinary heights. For collectors, the 2018 Jefferson nickel is a reminder of the unpredictability of the numismatic world and the immense value that can lie hidden in a simple 5-cent coin. If you're looking to add to your collection, or even just keep an eye out for rare finds, the 2018 Jefferson nickel could be the key to unlocking a small fortune. Keep searching, you might just find the next big discovery.